we have some things, I'm calling them mega changes. And think, oh, mega changes, what does that mean? That means that there has been a ton of stuff going on behind the scenes for the last probably 6 months, some of this even longer, that we have been working on that has all started to come together. And so today we are going to do a mega announcement. Lots of things. So Evan is going to tell you about the first thing that has taken place.
Yes, we now have, if you go to columbusfirstassembly.org, the whole web page has been remade, and there's all kinds of information. Very easy. There's new things at the top, and so you can do all kinds of things with the website. You can look at the youth. You can look at the kids. You can actually register for events. You register for groups, and it's so easy. You click on those tabs, and you can just be a part of all kinds of things on that. Also, we have an app that is called Church Center app. And so you just go on there, you look up our church, and then our website is fully available. And so this is awesome for each and every one of us, because if you want to know what's going on, the events that we're doing, the registration, if you want to sign up for a group, you can do that on the app and on the website. And for parents, what you can do is you can pre-register your kids for Kids Church. And so instead of filling out all the information there, you just fill it all out, and then as soon as you go to the Kids Church station, you can just scan your code and you can get registered. Oh, also, podcasts. We have been working on our podcast, and if you don't know, it's been down for a little bit, and our podcast is now up. We have our last year's worth of sermons on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, so feel free to go there. If you're driving somewhere, I drive a lot, you can go on Spotify and listen to a sermon while you are driving, so we have all of those up, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, the podcast, our old podcast is still on Apple. So our church logo, if it's got a white background, I want you to subscribe to the new podcast. If it's got a dark background, our logo, that is the old podcast. So you can still watch the stuff or listen to the stuff that's in the archives. But this is audio podcasting only. If you like videos, you need to go to our YouTube page. But we finally got podcasting up. We had our app our website went through major issues. It crashed at one time. I don't know if you know this or not. Jack still teases us about it. We were selling tires on our website. Somebody had hacked it, and there was a link, and all of a sudden you were taken to a page you could buy discounted tires on our website. So that website's been put away, and it's been updated. It's got better security features, and so that's what's been happening. And by the way, that app, okay, I decided if I'm going to ask you to do it, okay, I'm going back to that app, that church app. I did it this morning. I downloaded the app onto my phone. Hooray for me. And just to let you know, I registered for my first event. I registered for Tacos and Testimony, which I'm going to tell you about in a moment. But I just want to make sure all the registration, everything worked. It's really easy. Once you're in the app and once you're registered, it's super simple. Now, let me tell you about the next thing. I'm so excited about this. So is Jack. Jack and Megan got together a few months ago and completely remodeled the preschool room. Downstairs, everything has been remodeled. All new toys, all new tables, curriculum, storage areas. The preschool room has been totally remodeled, painted, all that. But I've got to do a shout out to one person here this morning, because during this remodel process, I saw Steve Bush, Megan's husband. He was down there.
Yes.
And he was putting together a massive dollhouse and a massive kitchen set and massive shelves. And parents, any parent who has ever put together a toy, and these weren't just regular toys, the dollhouse had like 412 parts, and that's not an exaggeration. I thought, oh, that man, let us give him a round of applause for putting it all. You're upstairs, Steve. They can't see you, but receive our appreciation, because we didn't have to put them together if you've ever put together kids' toys. But it is so cool what that room is. Now, here's the thing, okay? If you want to check it out, I asked Jack, he said, you can go down there this morning, just be ready for a traffic jam. You're trying to go down, kids are trying to come up, so let the kids come up, and then you can go down and check out the new preschool room. So we've got a new website, we've got an app, we've got podcast backup, we've got a new preschool room. What else we got?
All right, yes. Every single week there's been kind of somebody construction-y coming into the office. If you've been in, there's just been people, electricians, all kind of things. And we actually have so many things that have been added. We have windows in the classroom that we have the deeper class. There's new windows in there. For Wednesday nights, we've had this oven, and we have not been able to get enough food in that oven, so we bought 2 smaller ovens to fit all the food. And so we got some of those, some ovens and stoves, and an electrician has gotten that all set up. And then we have new AC systems in the mom's room, and in the deeper classroom there is new heaters so that we don't have to heat up the entire fellowship hall to get these little rooms heated up. We have those, and they are really, really cool. And we have a coffee bar that is in the lobby, and so you might have seen that for the past couple months. That is actually available for all of you. You can all get to that coffee bar. It is a Keurig, super easy, 3 steps, boom, boom, boom. Sometimes if I don't want to make coffee in the office, I just come out here and make some coffee, and that has just been so cool. And Megan Bush has just been awesome at getting that. Oh, and Mallory Diener has been awesome at getting that set up. But there's just so many cool things on Wednesday nights. Just things have been happening. The Wednesday dinner is just so good, and the people who prep it do such a great job that we needed to get some new improvements for that.
So again, what's just been going on behind the scenes? All of these things may impact you in a little way. Okay, something new. This is brand new. There is a new women's ministry group called CFA Women that is just being launched. In fact, this is the very first announcement for us, and they have their first event coming up, which is that event that I registered for called Tacos and Testimonies. There it is, Tacos and Testimonies. So I registered just to make sure that if you were at your seat today, right now, and you went to that app or you went to the website and you pushed the button for Tacos and Testimonies, you could register right now. And you can. And I did. And then I sent Megan a text saying, I don't really plan on coming. I was just checking things. But, you know, the more I think about it, I'll come for tacos and skip testimony. Is that okay? No. Okay. Okay, so that is happening right now. Their first event is only like 3.5 weeks away, or 3 weeks away. So register for that. Something called First Step. We are starting something called First Step. It's going to happen on a monthly basis for new folks. If you're new to the church, you'll have an opportunity to have lunch and an hour with staff and key volunteers as we just talk to you a little bit about the church. I've tried new attenders classes and different things. Nothing was working the way I wanted it to, so I'm trying this new idea called First Step. The 4th Sunday of every month, right after morning service, new folks can go and enjoy lunch and go through First Steps. So that's starting in March. And then How Great Thou Art, which was the service we experimented with last year. It is a traditional music service once a month on a Sunday night, is back, and it's going to be regularly on the 3rd Sunday of the month. So you can count on this service. You can promote this service. You can invite your friends to this service. You can invite younger people to this service if they like traditional music. I've invited you 3 times, and 3 times you've refused me. Of course, he's doing youth at the same time, but but How Great Thou Art is a regular thing. So these 4 things are new or becoming regular, and so just stuff to look forward to. Those are our mega announcements today.